welcome back. Right, I hope you're all doing very well. It's a lovely day out today, but the temperature has dropped. It has dropped. Right, today we're going to do a vinyl first play, like I said in my last video, of Pulp's A Different Class. I remember it coming out very well. Bought the CD. So, shall we have a little look inside? One thing I did notice though, and I had to dig it when I was looking at this, right, when I was looking at the cover, I didn't remember the photograph being that blurry, for lack of a better word. So I dug my CD out, and even though the booklet is the picture is noticeably sharper on the CD. So I don't know what that's all about. But yeah. Here, I'll put a picture up there, I'll show you the difference. There's the record up close. Obviously it's still got the cellophane on it, but the image is still blurry. And it is, you can see it on here. That's quite blurry. Now whether they've actually done that to try and get rid of the grain. And here's a photo I took of the actual scan of the CD that I've got. So as you can see, noticeably different. It's quite blurry, but it might be just to try and get rid of the grain because the text is all good. The font is all nice and sharp. So, never owned this on record before, so, oh, I was holding it in my hand. How dare I, ready? Right, let's have a little look at the record, shall we? How the original covers, or the alternative covers, should I say? That if you got the original vinyl, you get interchangeable covers, but we'll get to that. Huh? Well, that's unusual. That's a little bit peculiar. Track 6 on there says Live Bed Show Doyle. Or Doily. That's unusual. That is not right because on the CD it just says Live Bed Show. We know this. Unusual. And yeah. And some things changed. You see that? I'm sure the song's called Something Changed. Look, I'm whinging already. What's happening to Stripey Rambles, eh? Right, let's have a little look at the record so I know. Well, it does feel like a nice chunk though. But as you know these days, there it is, look. Very simple, plain white island cover. But as you know these days, you can't necessarily trust vinyls to sound that great. I've had a couple of bad experiences lately. And there's a lot of tracks on here, so fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Because I love this album. And this is when I got a little bit into Pulp around about then. I didn't really know about the prior His and Hers album, but I was very aware just after this came out. There was a track called Mile End that was on the soundtrack to Trainspotting, which I do believe was a year after, 96, off the top of my head. Yeah, and I loved that song. I thought that would have fitted on here brilliantly. A bit unusual about the change of track names. I'm hoping it isn't represented. And the blurry cover. Let's just hope they put a little bit more love and care in the actual pressing. Fingers crossed. Right, so before I get to playing the vinyl, what does Wikipedia know about Pulp's Different Class? Different Class is the 5th studio album by Pulp, released on October 30th, 1995, by Island Records. It was released in Japan as Common People. The album was released in the UK at the height of Britpop It followed from the success of their breakthrough album, His and Hers, the previous year. 2 singles on the album, Common People, which reached number 2 in the UK singles chart, and Disco 2000, which reached number 7, were especially notable and helped propel Pulp into nationwide fame. The inspiration for the title came from frontman Jarvis Cocker in Smashing, a club that ran during the early 1990s in Eve's Club on Regent Street in London. Cocker had a friend who used the phrase different class, describing something that was in a class of its own. Cocker liked the double meaning, with its allusions to the British social class system, which was a theme to some of the songs on the album. A message on the back of the record also refers to this idea. We don't want no trouble, we just want the right to be different. That's all. The sleeve design was created by Blue Sauce. Initial copies of the CD and vinyl album came with 6 different double-sided inserts of alternative cover art and a sticker inviting the listener to choose your own front cover. In all the standard copies thereafter, these 12 individual covers made up the CD booklet, with the wedding photograph used as the actual cover. Full details of the wedding photograph used on the front cover of the standard sleeve editions were described on the 2011 tour posters. Different Class received widespread acclaim from music critics in the UK. In the NME, John Mulvey summarised the record as funny, phenomenally nasty, genuinely subversive, and of course hugely, flamingly pop. Different Class is a deft, atmospheric, occasionally stealthy, and frequently booming confident record. Melody Maker awarded the album its star rating of bloody essential, and its critic Simon Reynolds observed that the album title alone announces that Cocker's broadened his scope, has another axe to the grind, social antagonism. Pulp was not so much a jewel in the Britpop's crown, more like a single solitary band who validate the whole sorry enterprise. The album was a winner of the 1996 Mercury Music Prize. Exactly 20 years on from its release, Complex magazine declared Different Class as the most important Britpop album. Okay, let's get it on the turntable. You can tell, can't you? Very uninspiring. Unbelievable. The record was very, very quiet, and it had some surface noise. So, as you can imagine, you turn the record up, so does the surface noise goes up. So all the little nuances within the record you miss. On the whole, I think the album sounded fairly flat. Now, before I get going on this has really got on my wick. I love Pulp's Different Class as an LP. I bought the CD in '95. And I love the album. But on record, the 2016 remaster, I don't rate it at all. You know, I picked up on the cover being blurry and the mistake on the track listing within. You know, I realised that the live bed show Doyle is Candida Doyle, one of the band members. It's just a couple of misprints, which is forgivable. Even the cover. Let's be honest, I mean, we like our big, nice, lovely covers to look at while we're playing our records, but I could forgive that if the record sounded good. It's making me rethink about, I might have to go a little bit, do you know what? I'm not going to say it here. But over the weekend, guys, I'm going to do a channel update. I think I need to do a channel update. Miss Shapes, it sounded okay, but as soon as it started building up, it just sounded fuzzy and mashy. Pencil Skirt, the vocal sounded great, but the guitar solo sounded flat and just dreadful. Could hardly hear it. Common People. We love this song. It's just flat. Just sounded flat. You know, Sorted Freeze and Whiz. I mean, I did play the whole LP. Both sides sounded equally as bad. And like I said, I know I'm going to bring on a lot of hate, and I'll take that because at the end of the day, it's my opinion. But I don't think the record sounds good at all. What I would like to see now, it's a great bloody album. Like I said in the bleeding wiki bit, probably one of the most important Britpop albums about. What I'd like to see them do is do the Abbey Road treatment, you know, the half-speed masters. I mean, there's 6 songs on each side. I think 3 songs on each side would go down a treat. The half-speed masters, redone. It could have been so fantastic. It could have been so fantastic. This album is just so great. But that's going to unfortunately sit along my, what's the story, Morning Glory. Now, this is not why I got into buying records again. I know I've got a little bit more fussier. Now I've set up and I've got better speakers and everything's nice. In the front room, I've got more room. Up in my little ramble room, it was always kind of just, it sounded loud, it sounded clear, sounded great. But I think now I've got my speakers set up right, and I'm really noticing the difference between some records and others. Not about the music within, the quality of the mixing and the sound quality of the vinyl. 2020, man. Why are we having noise on records now? I'm going to have to do a channel update. So, sorry I didn't do a track by track, but I think I owe it to you guys to be quite honest as far as I'm concerned. So, I think the 2016 pressing sounded crap. I've got nothing else apart from the CD to go off. But I love my CD, my 1995 CD of Different Class. That will be my go-to, I think, if I want to play this, which is a shame. Why are we spending 25, 30 quid on LPs or whatever this was? I can't remember. Gimmicky. Anyway, sorry about that, guys. I'll definitely be doing a channel update over the weekend. I think I owe it to you and for myself, really. This is just, it's no good. This is no good. So it's such a shame. Such a bloody shame. Another disappointment. Another Britpop album. What's the story, Morning Glory? Couldn't even... I won't be playing it again. I love that LP. It's probably my favourite Oasis album. And this is going to sit next to it. I don't want to end up with a collection of don't plays. That's not why I got into this. Right. I'm going on. Right. Sorry about that, guys. But if you, here we go, this is funny. If you like this sort of thing, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe. I will be doing a channel update over the weekend. I want to talk about a few things anyway. But yeah, I've got to. Right, much love. Have a great weekend. I'll be back with another ramble real soon. Take care, people.